Okay, so I am just going to be talking through what I plan to do with Refold German. Um, this is mainly for me just to be able to keep track of my progress and be able to look forward and see, okay, I have actually made some ground. It's not, I'm probably not the best person to learn from, is what I'm trying to get at. I might not do everything exactly according to the book as well. Um, so in terms of German, in terms of knowledge I already have, I did do a GCSE in German, but that would have been um, 2006. Never mind that. 7 years ago, I have little to zero German knowledge. So I think that's not going to be a problem in terms of if I already know something or something like that. Um, Last year summer, I was planning to start learning German then, and what I did do was the first three, or maybe two Crimson curses, I can't remember too well. There are bits and pieces of that still in my head, but not a whole lot. Yeah. What Refold, I think if anyone knows Map versus Japan, is sort of a AJAT thing, MIA thing. It's Matt versus Japan's rendition. The crux of it is learning via immersion. Um, there are elements of traditional learning involved, but the crux of it is the more immersion you get, the better you're gonna get. Anyway, that's the way I understand it. I'm probably not following it to the letter, so don't at me, but it is what it is. My long-term goal with German is obviously to become as fluent as possible. I know that's not what everybody wants, but it is mine. Short term, I am in my last year of medical school, so that might hinder my progress a bit. But I'm hoping that by next year's summer, I would like to be a solid level 4 in terms of Refold's levels of comprehension in most things, so I can follow the story. I might not be completely comfortable with the material like I am in English, but I can follow the story along. Sorry, here. Follow the story along. Speaking, I'm really not too concerned about, to be honest. I feel like that will come with time. Then looking more long term from that short term goal, given another year after that, I would like to be a solid level 5 in everything. Whether that's possible, who knows? Hopefully, by the end of the second year, I will have some level of speaking also. I can't really say too much about how good I would like to be at my speaking because even in English I don't speak that much, but the level of comprehending the language, first of all, I think is more important to me. And then obviously this way down the line, but for now, let's just stick to these two because I think they're more realistic goals. So So how do I actually plan to do that? How do I actually plan to get to that point? Obviously immersion. Um, obviously immersion. But before that, and why I think what I plan to do will be a little bit different to, um, should I say vanilla Refold, if I can call it that. One second, let me open the file. Still here. I should have opened it before, honestly, but I'm gonna do this all at one take because I ain't got time to be. Hey, where is it? There we go. I haven't got time to be. Actually, I think I can. So it's this. It's gonna be this. There is Asmel, which is this. So it goes literally from. I know I'm pirating it. Don't tell on me. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. There are, let's say, 100 lessons, give or take. But what I love about this, um, wow, my laptop is so slow today. What I love about this is that you can do 100 lessons day by day, which is 3 months, give or take, and it will, if you're diligent and disciplined, it will take you essentially from, I mean, not even essentially, what is a beginner level, which is all of this stuff, which I understand a little bit of, not completely, um, to this, which, I mean, let's see how much of this I understand right now. Machen wir, wenn Sie einen Nachbarn hatten. Honestly, I have no idea what this is saying, to be honest. I have zero idea what this is saying. But imagine in 3 months being able to understand this. So I feel like that will really accelerate, the sort of guided learning will accelerate my progress. I don't like textbooks. I don't intend to use textbooks. But this I am gonna use. Um, there's another thing called Glossica, which I don't know if you would have heard of. Well, I would have. 1 second. It's kind of hard recording your screen and having to change what you're looking at all the time. Okay. There's Cortina, which I won't go into. There's this, which I won't go into. There's Anki. Most of these I won't use. The only one I plan to use is 1 second. It's kind of long. Go back to that. the only one I plan to use is this one. I reckon I'll do about maybe 10-15 words a day, just in addition to the main Anki deck, which I got off a guy off of Reddit, which I'm insanely grateful for, to be honest, because I can't imagine having to do that all by myself. Glossica, I think perhaps after I finished Asmel, because I don't really want to inundate myself with too much work. Let me open let me open two of these. Actually, why not all three? So you can Google Glossica and you can see what it's all about. But well, what it essentially is, it's similar to ASML in a sense, but it's not teaching you, it's just sort of throwing sentences at you, and it's up to you to, again, be disciplined, be diligent. It has a sort of program that you can follow, so it will take you from the really simple stuff. I have 3 books with 1,000 sentences each, just simple stuff in any language. I don't know it yet. Ich bin nicht reich. Das Wetter heute ist schon. Just simple stuff, like you learn maybe like 10 a day. Favorite color, meine Lieblingsfarbe. Was sind deine Interessen? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this stuff correctly. You start there and click on this. Click on this. You come here, more complex, more sort of like more complex grammar points. I've seen her, like the other stuff was sort of mainly just stating stuff. This is a bit of more of a complex production. I have seen her a few times, but I've never spoken to her. And the thing with all of this is that this kind of sentence, like this is how we speak. So if you know how to say this and you drill it into your head, I have seen her a few times, but I've never spoken to her. You can now say like an infinite number of sentences with these constructions. I've seen it a few times, but I've never eaten it, maybe. Or I've seen him a few times, but I've never spoken to him. Anything to do with this sort of construction, you can now say. What do you guys do on weekends? Kind of simpler. I didn't go out last night, my friends did. Have you ever considered going to live in another country? Sure, but I wouldn't know how much it would cost. Basically, learning the right way to say things so you're not guessing. That's kind of what I was trying to get from this. Supplementing the knowledge I already have from Asuna. In the final book, Diego said the switch was dangerous and wanted me to touch it. My mother said diving is dangerous and warned me not to do it. Just like to give you an idea off the top of my head. I met a man whose sister knows you. That house looks like it's gonna fall down. I've also moved to what I was expecting. My mother suffers from bad headaches. Yeah, so I think the idea is clear. That's what I plan to do with that. Going back to Google. Then, so I think whilst I am doing that, that is sort of like for the first few months, my main thing. There are these things as well, Dr. Brian's. Which I found, which I think is similar to FSI, and I had planned to do Well, I still kind of do plan to do it. I fear it's a little bit boring. I bought like the first two books on, I think maybe the first five actually, on Audible. Um, but I think it's geared. So I think I bought this one. I bought this one. Maybe this one, this one, this one as well. I did start, but it's kind of boring. So I think I'll just wait. I think it's more for speaking as well. So perhaps after I've done Glossica, which is also geared for speaking, granted, but you can use it for listening, I think. Then Language Transfer, which is definitely for speaking, we'll keep on hold. Cortina, and another one I showed you. I think I'll try and slip in somewhere here, but my thing is really not overdoing it. Like, really not overdoing it. And then Immersion. I'm gonna, whilst I am doing all of this, because this is the crux of the method, right? Um, I think the main thing I'm gonna be using really is Easy German. Watch the videos because it has subtitles, which you really need at the start. Have the subtitles, watch the videos over and over again. Once I've watched them, listen to them over and over again until I know them inside and out. Then I watch other stuff. This is a document collated by the Refold German Discord. There's all sorts of stuff in here. So just pick something, just watch it. It's not too important what you watch. Just exposure to the language is what's important. But I really feel like Easy German is gonna be my thing. And there are other YouTube channels. I mean, refer to the document obviously, or go to the Discord. Um, that are more that are sort of like comprehensible inputs. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, this story learning method, or this one. Can click off this. Can click off this. So this, I think I might watch sparsely, but it's not gonna be like my main way of learning. Just exposure. It's all about exposure. It's all about exposure. Yeah, that's that. This as well. Yeah, that's roughly the plan. That's roughly the plan. Yeah, so I think I don't know when I'll do an update, but perhaps it will not be in a month. Perhaps in 3 when I'm done with asthma, and then I can think of where I am on the roadmap, where I am in terms of levels of comprehension. Then about that time, I might be starting to think about Glossica. So that's a plan for now. See you later. I probably forgot something, but it is what it is. Ciao.